In terms of going back to what you said about knowing your genre and how I think it was Nancy at Innovative said, "Oh, I've got this great pirate guy," and to not be that jack of all trades, master of none. How did you know that dark comedies were for you? How did you try on many different genres and then realize that?
I think it really goes back to what you're inspired by, and I'm inspired by, filmmakers like Wes Anderson. I'm inspired by Charlie Kaufman. I'm inspired by Alexander Payne. I'm very inspired by Rian Johnson. I'm inspired by original concepts and original storylines and, telling a great story. So I think that for me, based on the people that inspire me, also Michel Gondry and Spike Jonze, these are people, especially Wes Anderson, who I can only be so lucky, but sometimes people tend to compare some of the things that I've written to what he's writing. I just relate to that. I think I have a little bit more of an ironic look at life. I think I tend to find sarcasm to be very fascinating and interesting. So I tend to be able to write that dialogue and that story and that humor better than other genres. And like I said, I'm not against exploring other genres, and if people want to write in every genre, they should. I wouldn't discourage them. But that takes a lot of work and a lot of research. And if I were to write something that I'm not familiar with, if it was a detective piece or a film noir or a science fiction, I'd study as much as I could about that genre so that I know that I'm following the basic rules of telling a story in that way. But, I think for me, my strengths lie in drama and dark comedy, and so that's where I've kind of stuck. And I'm continually learning new things about the genre on a daily basis, so I enjoy it. And most of what I do, most of what I write actually could probably take place on a stage. It's a lot of character-driven plot lines with a lot of dialogue and talking heads. It's limited locations. That's primarily why I fall into the category of independent filmmaking, is because these are films that can be done that don't have to have astronomical budgets. So it's not that I won't reach out of the genres that I work in now at some point, but I'm very comfortable and I enjoy these genres. Actually, the television show that I'm executive producing was created by two people, Eric Tegenhoff and Rob Tepper, and we are all hoping that we can be a part of the writing process of this. We're shopping it to network, so ultimately they'll make the decision of who's going to write the pilot. They'll make the decision of who's going to write on the TV show, who will be staff writers. But we're all hoping that we get that opportunity. And this is more of a very dark, psychological thriller style drama. So I know that I'll have to branch out of my comfort zone of a dark comedy or of just a broad drama to reach a point where I'm writing something that's compelling in that capacity. And I'm excited to do it. And I've been researching from the moment that I thought I might have the opportunity to do it. So I think if you're wanting to write in different genres, just know what you're writing and go back to the people that inspire you or the films that you like.